Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia. Here with Kits and we continue, and I'm gonna see if we can't get these chaps joining against the war against Northumbria. Since they aren't exactly friends. Alright, they're definitely on it, so let's see if how much they actually want for it. Okay. Alright, that's a fair price.
It shall be so.
And with this, we basically just got the Anglo-Saxons to go war against Northumbria, meaning essentially they're going to be divided against two fronts, which allow Anglo-Saxon, by the way, since I imagine Northumbria is pulling most of their forces up against us, so to sweep through the southern territories, putting that way some more pressure on them, making it harder for the Northumbrians to focus on us. So there are, shall we say, some benefits there. I'm a genius. For the most part, until of course I create another larger enemy for which to deal with. But that's another, story. That's another problem for another time. Oh wait. Anyways, we are done up there as well. Need to get a force of Salfords. So we're sitting out there. We shall upgrade a bit here. What will we upgrade is the big question. Not really a lot we can as such. Build that sort of helps us since it's a lot in the province we can do anything since the rest is Orkney. So it feels a bit, I don't know, superfluous. I think I should build this for more legitimacy. That's always an option. We'll upgrade here. And we'll look for other places that's still upgrading, so no can do. Still some time before I can seize that. Guess that means we sort of got done what we can do for now. For the most part, we'll just upgrade that one a bit more. And well, I guess we're in the turn. There'll probably be some issues over here, but still. We're sort of threatening the areas here, and of course with the Anglo-Saxons being added to the war, we'll also keep some of their vassals a bit off our back. Didn't we just go for that one? Or was that just me? Is that just me? Must be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to race back an army to deal with this. My forces are no way in a condition to defend against Hilleborg. But hopefully this should become less of a problem once the Anglo-Saxons really go to town on Northumbria and the vassal southern flank. And of course once Orkney joins in, again, wrong direction, Northumbria's the other way. My god, this is like some kind of Disney cartoon.
Warriors are unparalleled. Good and ready. Our bravery.
Army is still building up, but we're not immediately threatened, so I guess we can get away with it. For at least a brief while.
All ships seaworthy.
Do we have an army down here?
We
Down the
are
armies.
eager for glory.
There, guess we'll first deal with the rebels, which will load things a bit, then we'll head down there. We're certainly taking a bit of a blow there to a war fervor, but
Forever.
that's that. Pop goes that weasel.
Immediately.
Brought low before my mighty sword
You can
and
count on
such. Really big garrison though, that's not going to be easily taken down by anyone. So there we go. Heading up there to reclaim Bebenberg. It's recovering. That's looking good. This is I think we first need to upgrade that. One more turn to go before they begin suffering attrition, in which case there's 2 turns more before they just automatically surrender. They're likely going to attack you, but that means they don't have the benefit of the walls, at which state, or point, a state, that's what I'm trying to say, the mighty bulls will be able to deal with them. We'll just have this army build up, I think, for one more turn, then we'll hit southwards there to reclaim Den Pris and deal with those armies down there from Northumbria, and this will take care of that. So I think that sort of looks reasonably sorted out. Next up, we'll be getting more from sacking, though we don't really do these 2 things. Not really much point in it, I feel. And then this, but again, I don't know. Could be interesting. The big one, of course, is still this one, though. It does add corruption, like not having to deal with warfare. This is a massive issue, I think, is overall more preferable, since we'll be more like constant war footing. Now this is going to be a problem. That's going to generate a lot of negative war further, which is obviously a real pain in the arse. Sadly, going to war with Northumbria, which we kind of had to, cost us a lot of trade, so our economy actually took a bit of a hit from that. Wait, wow, they're just suicidal, aren't they? Utterly suicidal. Well, be my guest. Be my guest. We'll knock your head in at our behest.
Success brings greater power.
There we go.
War is what we
First we'll do that. That'll help a bit with the naughty war fervor. Stab him in the gut. That might have been the king. That's nice.
Move on out. The men are eager to
Orkney might take that. That's going to be a bit of a sad moment. We'll deal with that, otherwise I might just risk getting sandwiched there, and we'll hit southwards here. I think the army is in a reasonably good condition enough to get away with that, though. We'll see what happens there. And here they should begin suffering attrition from now on, so either they'll attack forwards or they'll get annihilated. Send the army southwards so we can deal with that invading force.
No.
Interesting enough, they're still committing to against us rather than beginning to pull back once the Anglo-Saxons just go nuts. It's either that or they have a lot more armies down south. I'm not entirely sure about how that makes sense. I could... We're going to slightly pop in another army. Not a big one, mostly just to grab some of all these smaller villages. There's a lot of them, so... I'd say sort of lighter skirmisher force might be in order. Just to sort of scoop up all of these villages, sort of sneak about. Not going to take on sort of main cities and all that, just, you know, dive around. Maybe actually do some raiding, some sacking to, you know, build up the gold for the war treasury there. So I think we sort of stop up here. Also, it's really humid today and hot. And there's a wedding going on the other end of the street. A celebration soon enough. Which almost sent me into an accident because someone decided they wanted to stop up in the middle of the bloody road. Oh, snap. They're getting support from the garrison.
Clear the field!
Oh, you... Alright, I was just about to say bloody idiot, he just gotten too close anyways, but well, that's not a problem anyways, is it? Quickly auto assault, don't think there's much point in fighting that battle. Oh wait, that's a full Northumbrian army destroyed. That's definitely a plus. And more rebels. Yeah. Guess I gotta send the king up there to deal with that. Never gets to do anything fun. Just dealt with swiftly.
The men are eager to get to it. To victory!
Take that there. Two Salfords.
Show no mercy!
Well,
For the
I think I'll
Morrigan!
just starve them out at this point. Might as well. Already committed. Looks like they've just fallen out. Again, I suspect my West Saxon gambit is beginning to pay off. It's beginning to pay off and already causing them to fall back due to the pressure I'm exerting. So that's good. That's in fact pretty good. So I think that's sort of it now. I think that's it. Yeah, now we're moving on towards this. Apparently we're already getting some small reduction in research times. Now it's just 3 per turn. That's good. Or, you know, 3 turns for each. That's definitely a plus. They can actually save up a bunch, and you can actually get it down to like 1 per turn. Or take, you know, research 1 per turn. It takes 1 turn to research something, but that requires a lot of everything. But you can do it. You can do it. I think actually, at least I got down to 2, so it's not. I can't remember if I actually got to 1.
Battle to victory.
Oh. Sees that. Easy peasy. Northumbrian squeezy.
Agreed. For the glory of... Show no mercy.
So there you go. Supply issue resolved there for those 2 arms. They should be.
Agreed. War is what we do best. Immediately. Kill forever.
I'm not 100% sure about this.
Bring me their heads. The men are eager to get to it.
Looks like they began tearing down a lot very fast there. That was pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive.
Move up to position. Oh yes.
Go.
We will not fail you.
Boom, boom.
My warriors are unparalleled.
Grab some stuff. Almost done with that, at which point we can begin moving towards this, finally.
Into battle.
Alright, bit of a risk there, but figure it, try it before the other army hits.
My strength grows greater.
There we go. That'll be dismantled for funds and other bits. So there we go, we got Cumberland and Carlisle
None shall stand against us.
So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Another blow to Northumbria. Another blow. Once we're done with this, probably think we'll head for this maybe, sort of try to increase, actually probably this, since this is going to hurt a bit, so if we sort of pull towards some of this stuff, we can get ourselves some happiness, because this is going to have a bit of a negative impact. We can sort of try and smooth that out a bit, and also get some more economy from the church. That's not going to be a lot, and then I think we'll sort of push for this one, since Aaron gets some tool makers up, which could certainly be beneficial in certain spots. Get us some more input there, or output. Plus some more funds down, in particular the industrial there could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. Although we could also actually aim for this. Actually we might go this, this, and then this. Less corruption could help deal with some of the corruption from this, plus just plus 10 overall is pretty good. I actually think that's what we're going to do. Oh snap. Oh dear. Yeah, that's kind of expected, I suppose. Quite a loss. The biggest loss is probably just the warfare I'm losing on this. I'm gonna have to deal with the negative. Alright, apparently Northumbria is not particularly concerned with West Saxon, the West Saxons, or the Anglo-Saxons, and all of, their vassals going to war with them. So instead they just continue to send forces northwards. Good God. Seems a bit suicidal, to be honest. Seems a bit suicidal. Now we gotta defend against this. Honestly, I really don't want to. I guess we have to, since I can't alter the soul, but I really gotta say, anything involved with landing in this game. And some, otherwise I think tier most part. The spearmen are pretty, they're tier 3 chaps. There's Danelaws, Axemen, but the archers are definitely higher tiers. Yeah, Danelaw and Danelaw mailed archers, Danelaw spearmen, tier 1, tier 1. Alright, bit of a mix there, bit of a mix. And it shouldn't particularly matter much though, due to the fact most of the stuff is just going to be landing in a pretty awkward state. We just send in all of the cavalry to deal with that, and then we just snap. Great job, Steam Overlay. Great job as usual. I'm just going to rush through this bit because, again, it's going to take ages for the AI to decide where it wants to land away, plus the carry there is just going to be absolutely overwhelmed. So, I mean, it's about as straightforward as it can get. Right, that's not even a fight. There we go, go on. And now we wait for the bloody rest of them. This is definitely one of the least fun parts of Total War Saga from the Britannia, like just waiting for the AI to just somehow land its troops. Okay, something looks to be happening over there.
Eager to fight. Cheer up! Axemen! Eager to fight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not sending you in.
Yours to command. Eager to fight. We're in this swordsman. Making ready. That was too close.
Actually, it's not the Wehrmacht Grenadiers from Companies 1 I'm hearing, it's the Panzer Grenadiers from Companies 2. My mistake. At least I'm also in that guy. Which is probably because Saga uses some of the same V8 power sectors, obviously.
Swordsman! Get them! Swordsman! Hit hard! Incoming crossbow fire! Ready? Don't hold back! Horsemen! Roll over them! Swordsman!
They're right there! Just walk up and stab them! Like, how many times do I have to tell you? They're like right within stabbing distance. You don't even have to run, just, you know, casually walk out and then grab your sword and then, you know, insert it into their guts. I mean, that's not particularly a difficult task, I would imagine.
See, they flee before our might. Grind them into the mud.
Yeah, definitely Panzer Grenadiers. Don't know why I thought the Companies 1 Grenadiers might have been part I just wanted to be them, but no, it's the Panzer Grenadiers from Companies 2. Must have been the heat or something, again just wishful thinking, probably a bit above. I really like the Companies 1 Germans, to be honest, they're great. While the Panzer Grenadiers and Companies 2 are kind of great, they're just still not quite Companies 1, say Stormtroopers or Grenadiers great. Anyways, back to the waiting game as we wait for the AI to get its thumbs out of his ass. Obviously sort of more in a metaphorical sense, knowing as the AI has no thumbs or ass. At least not that I know of. Wow. There we go, finally.
Ready for war.
Just get in there, stab them properly. They just axemen, they don't have armor.
We're going ashore. Swordsman, quick march. Don't hold back. On the double. Would you strike now?
Well, those archers are going to have a really rough time. So those spearmen. Well, I might as well rush through this again and wait for the next wave because this is already being mopped up pretty efficiently. Oh, there we go, there's the leader of the pack. Shoot the long axemen as they pop off the ship. Turn this into Omaha Beach. At least try. That'd be nice.
The enemy general is dead.
There we go. Dead. Wait, what? Ah! Oh.
Warriors flee the battle.
only two actually survived that. The rest just... I don't know why they did. They just made this Herculean jump into the... Yeah, 3 men... No, only 2 survived. Oh God. They just jumped off into the sea and died. At least there's something good came out of this battle.
An entire unit has perished. Horsemen.
I probably got some units killed because I got incapacitated with laughter.
Cavalry, get them. Withdraw, men. Withdraw.
That was funny. Just 38 men jumped to the deaths by the beach. I mean, it shouldn't be that deep, I guess, but somehow just, you know, infinite depths there, just right next to the sand.
Pull yourselves together, man. See, they flee before our might. Swordsman.
There we
The
go.
ocean.
Battle is over. A heroic victory, where the enemy heroic. Alright. That's quite the shift.
The glory of the gale.
And quite the trip that Stone and Destiny seem to have gone off to. And then all of a sudden it's heading to bloody southern England.
You can count on us. Fighting fate. None shall stand against us. Yes. Can't do that just now. The men are eager to get to it. Show no mercy. Good and ready.
That was easily dealt with. Very easily dealt with.
Agreed.
Reclaimed.
My warriors are unparalleled.
Aha. Interesting. Okay, apparently you got a bunch there. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. I just forgot to use the previous one. Alright. There we go. There we go. And we're moving on to the final bit here. We are moving on towards the Warlord's power. At which point we can really begin, you know, just putting the boot to the war further problem. Phew. And there we go. I think I'll be stopping here though, so thank you all for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Did you know, subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm off and I'll be back in another 2 days time when the war against Northumbria and the men who jump into the ocean continue. Thank you all, you're all a wonderful audience. Cheers.